the league undefeated, now defeated, New York Liberty. Stephanie White did not blow this game. And much to the credit of Caitlin Clark,
the Indiana Fever just gave the New York Liberty their first L of the season. The undefeated New York Liberty that was 9-0 just took their first loss tonight at the hands of Caitlin Clark. I'm talking about the same Indiana Fever team that just lost to the Connecticut Sun without Caitlin Clark.
The moment we've all been waiting for. And Caitlin Clark didn't just come back. She made sure the whole damn league felt it. After 5 games out with a quad injury, people questioned if she'd come back soft. Could she still be the engine behind the Fever? Was the hype going to fade? Nope. Not only did she return, but she stepped on the court against the undefeated New York Liberty, the so-called queens of the WNBA, and burned their perfect record to the ground. And she didn't do it quietly. She lit them up for 32 points, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds, including 7 three-pointers.
One of the greatest single-half performances I've ever seen. We would have seen had she been playing, and guys, she almost had a triple-double in this game. 8 rebounds, 9 assists, 32 points. By the way, let me point, and 2 block shots.
Yeah, you heard that right. And then, what happened next? A bizarre drug test rumor took over the internet because apparently playing that well is suspicious. Let's break this all down. 5 explosive reasons why this game shook the entire WNBA. 1. Caitlin Clark's return was more than just a comeback. It was a message.
You will see this headline, and we all rejoice. Caitlin Clark set to return from quad strain versus the Liberty. Now, this is Friday, folks, okay? Now, in case I'm going nuts,
let's get one thing straight. This wasn't a get back into the groove type return. This was Caitlin Clark sending a warning to every team that thought her injury might slow the Fever down. 25 points in the first half alone. That's not recovery, that's domination. Her movements were sharp, her passing was electric, and her confidence was through the roof.
All right, and keep in mind, Caitlin Clark just scored 25 points, and the quarters in the WNBA are shorter, not as long, as the quarters in the NBA.
This was the best defense in the league, remember? Undefeated, dominating teams left and right. But Clark picked them apart like it was a practice scrimmage. She didn't miss a beat. This was her showing the WNBA, I'm back and I'm better. 2. New York Liberty got exposed, and they were not ready before this game. The Liberty were 9-0. They weren't just winning, they were steamrolling teams, but Clark didn't just end their run. She embarrassed them. The Fever dropped 102 points. That's a beatdown. Clark controlled the pace from start to finish, and the Liberty's defense, which had been their strength, got dismantled. Sabrina Ionescu and Brianna Stewart got completely overshadowed. They had no answer for Clark's shooting range, no way to stop the momentum she built. It wasn't just a loss for New York, it was a reality check. Let's not sugarcoat it. The Indiana Fever without Caitlin Clark were a struggling team, inconsistent and out of rhythm. But the minute Clark stepped back onto that court, everything changed.
Caitlin Clark's return to Iowa for the WNBA preseason game has been sold out in less than, a lot of people are saying 25 minutes, a lot of people are saying 45. I think it was 25 minutes because I saw it from a higher source.
And I'm not just talking about her scoring. I'm talking about the entire identity of this franchise flipping like a switch. This team went from passive to aggressive, from hesitant to explosive, from just surviving to straight up dominating the best team in the league. That's not normal. That's elite impact. And what's more terrifying for the rest of the league, this isn't even Clark's final form. She's still learning the WNBA game, still adjusting to the pace, the physicality, and the grind. Yet she's already making every player around her look sharper. Kelsey Mitchell suddenly looks like a legitimate all-star. Nalissa Smith is thriving in space. Even bench players are cutting harder, shooting better, and defending with more purpose. All because they know the floor general is back in control. This isn't just leadership, it's transformation. Clark isn't just the Rookie of the Year frontrunner, she's already looking like the most valuable player in terms of impact, because no other player in the league can step into the lineup and shift the entire momentum of a franchise like she just did. Period. The drug test rumor, a joke that turned into an ugly truth about bias. Let's talk about this drug test nonsense. It started as a joke, a tweet from a parody account. But what happened next wasn't funny at all. People actually started believing it. Debates exploded across platforms. Fans asked if the WNBA was targeting Clark. And let's face it, even the whisper of suspicion said something louder than the rumor itself. That some folks couldn't believe her performance was real? That says everything. Here's the hard truth. When a young woman, especially one as high profile and disruptive as Clark, puts up numbers like she did, some people can't just accept greatness. They look for shortcuts, excuses, something to explain it away. Would this have happened if it was a male rookie dominating? Would anyone be asking about PEDs if it was a guy torching the best team in the league? Doubt it. This wasn't just about Caitlyn. It's about how our culture responds when a woman steps up and dominates a space that some people still don't take seriously. Instead of awe, she gets suspicion. Instead of applause, she gets fake headlines. Instead of trending for her game, she trends for a hoax. This isn't just a disrespect to Clark, Nation. It's a warning shot to the WNBA. Protect your stars, elevate them. Because if you don't, the internet will tear them down one meme at a time. Let's stop dancing around the truth. Caitlyn Clark isn't just a great player. She's not just a hot name or a breakout star.
I do know she's 22 years old and handled all this noise better than most of us would at 42. Time magazine names Iowa's Caitlyn Clark Athlete of the Year. Clark follows Lionel Messi, Aaron Judge, and Simone Biles. No unbiased person sees this as a controversial choice.
What she's doing, game after game, is writing the story of the WNBA's future in real time. And the crazy part? Most people still don't get it, but they will.
Caitlyn Clark dominating with 25 points in the first half alone. This is crazy for C22, and it was efficient as hell. Too. She went 6 for 9 from the three, just blistering hot. She was on flames and like everything you want to name, whatever that's synonymous was hot.
Clark's 32-point masterclass wasn't just a personal victory. It was a warning shot to the league, a slap-in-the-face wake-up call. It was her saying, "You tried to bury me while I was injured. Now watch me take your golden team and send them crashing back to earth." And she didn't just do it with skill, she did it with swagger, confidence, and pure electricity. She ended practice with a viral half-court shot. She came into the game like a storm, and she lit up the scoreboard like it was target practice. Think about the layers here. She's fresh off a quad injury, having missed 5 games. Most rookies would have been cautious, tentative, rusty. Not Clark. She comes in, drops a season high, ties her career best for threes, nearly drops a triple-double, and torches the #1 team in the league. Who does that? Seriously, who else in WNBA history has walked into a storm and become the storm? But here's the problem, and this is where it gets controversial. The league still isn't ready for her. They've been slow to market her properly. They've been hesitant to protect her on the court. The media's been torn between glorifying her and tearing her down. She's become the lightning rod for everything from racial controversy to fake drug test rumors. And why? Because she dares to be bigger than what they expected. Because she's drawing millions of eyeballs, selling out arenas, shifting TV ratings. And she's doing it while making half the league look like they're still playing college ball. Clark isn't just a product of hype, she's delivering on the hype. And that's what scares people. Most athletes can't handle the pressure of becoming the face of a sport. Clark? She thrives on it. She knows exactly what she's doing. From her shooting range to her court vision, from her post-game interviews to her social media presence, every move is calculated, bold, unapologetic. She's not here to be liked. She's here to dominate, and if that makes people uncomfortable, so be it. This performance against the Liberty wasn't just another highlight. It was a chapter in a legacy that's being built brick by brick, game by game. And if the WNBA doesn't realize it soon, if they don't start building around her, marketing her, protecting her, And letting her lead? They're going to miss the greatest opportunity the league has ever seen. Caitlin Clark isn't coming. She's already here. And the league has two options: evolve with her or get left behind in the dust.